Greetings, everybody. It's your old pal Frank here, and happy Friday, and welcome once again to everyone's favorite show on YouTube, the Friday Recap. Now, folks, before we get started, I just wanted to say I apologize for being a tad bit MIA all week. I'm going to be honest with you. Pretty much all week, I have not been feeling good mentally, and the hits just keep on coming today. Because normally when Friday should be, yay, Friday! For me, today is like, yeah. To try and give you the Reader's Digest version of why today frickin' sucks. This morning, I made a grocery order on the Walmart app. Just because I have 90 days free delivery. Yay! I make my order. I pay for my order. And when I was going to choose the time for my order to arrive, I guess I wasn't paying attention or whatnot, and I just clicked the 2 o'clock hour. That's it, no questions asked. Order goes through. I get a notification around 2 o'clock from Walmart saying, hey, your order is ready for pickup. You see where this is going? Yeah. Turns out I clicked curbside pickup instead of home delivery. So now here I am, calling the 1-800 number for Walmart. I get a representative on the phone, tell him my problem, ask him if it's possible to get in contact with the Walmart store where my order was made and if they could deliver it. And he flat out tells me no. So now what we have to do is get in contact with that Walmart store and we have to cancel the order. Where then within 24 to 48 hours, they will refund me my money. Excuse me. Okay. So I get in contact with the Walmart store. I'm talking to the guy who's in the section where they pull all the food orders and whatnot. Explain my situation. And he goes, okay, we'll cancel your order. I look at the clock. It's a little after 2. And I'm like, no, wait, you know what? Let's not cancel the order. Even though I don't have a car and I don't want to lug the groceries on the bus, I decide I'm going to call a taxi and we're going to go to Walmart, pick everything up, come back. Also, because if I had to wait for that 24 to 48 hours, in reality, it would actually be more like 3 to 4 days because we're Friday, no money goes into the bank on a weekend, and Monday is a holiday. It's Labor Day. Call the taxi. We're heading towards Walmart, and here I am assuming the order was made at the big Walmart near my place. Good thing I take my phone out, look at the address, and it turns out we're going in the wrong friggin' direction. Luckily, where we were at the time of discovering the address of the Walmart, we were able to reroute and go to the right store. We get there. I go on the app and try clicking that frickin' button that says, I'm on my way. And I keep getting a little pop-up thing saying, sorry, we're having trouble. Try again. Try again. I find out it's a bug with the app. I run into the mall. I go to the Walmart. I go all the way to the back of the store. Talk to the guy who I spoke to on the phone. He gives me my order. I go all the way back to the taxi who was nice enough to wait for me, even though we had to keep the meter running. Put everything inside. Get in. Get home. $40 later. $40 cab ride. $40 that I shouldn't be spending, but really hurts. $40 later, I'm home, all the groceries are put away, and here we are getting ready to look at some cards. I apologize if it sounds like I'm yelling at you. I'm not yelling at you. This is also kind of like my outlet. So for those of you who think I'm yelling at you, please accept my apology. And for those of you who are willing to stick around and just listen to me rant, thank you. So, to keep things relatively short, we're going to only go through 3 items that came in the mail this week. But 2 of the items, these 2 right here, both follow a specific theme. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. And I didn't mean to rhyme that right there. And then this right here, this comes from eBay. And this contains another card off the top 10 list for this year. And then that's all we're going through today. But of course, before we get to any of that, you guys know the routine around here. And that is we do not look at anything or open anything until we have our card of the day. And since these 2 envelopes contain a specific theme, I figured our card of the day would go along with that theme as well. So we have a 1953 Topps Wheels of the World Kaiser Frazier, although I keep calling it the Kaiser Darren because it looks exactly like the Kaiser Darren. I didn't actually look it up from last time if they're the same car. Whatever. No, unfortunately, these 2 envelopes do not contain any more of the 53 Wheels of the World set. But I do have a trade coming in the near future that will contain some. Anyway, yeah. So there's our card of the day. Boy, I tell you, how frazzled I am right now. I'm very happy that I'm getting away this weekend. I'm going to my cousin's place. There's a county fair in town. Really looking forward to going to that. Although I found out that Saturday, apparently, it's supposed to frickin' rain all day. Anyway. So there we go. We got our card of the day. We're ready to look at some cards. I also have a nice little stack of goodies here from my good buddy Andrew. I went to see him on Monday. Got to check out his new condo and whatnot. And he was sorting a ton of inserts and lower end Young Guns and whatnot to sell off. And he asked me if I wanted dibs first. So I said, oh, hell yeah. Found some stuff. So I'll show you those first. But before we get to anything, I need some water because my throat is starting to feel it. So I suggest you guys go get some water as well. And when I come back, we'll get to looking at some cards. All right? Cool. Be right back.
2 hours later.
All right, folks, I'm back. Got my H2O. Calmed down a bit. Screamed into a pillow. And sort of feel okay. Anyway, let me get a slug here and we'll get this over with. Okay. So, let's go over the goodies I got from my buddy Andrew first. So we got some 21-22 MVP. So we got the Cale Makar 20th anniversary. Got a Joel Farabee. That's a 2005 tribute insert from Extended 2020-21. Got a couple of these welcome twos. So we got Buffalo, shout out to Bills Mafia. Minnesota, shout out to Julie Farnham. St. Louis, to all those in St. Louis. And Vancouver, to all those in Vancouver. Then we got a bunch of like Series 2 and extended Young Guns. So I still needed Cameron Crotty. Ty Fellhaber, Yuri Anala, Nathan Clerman. I still needed this Ty Emberson, Colin Graff, Nathan Legare. Hey, it's funny. That's the side street to my place, Legare. Got this 15-16 Upper Deck Series 1 UD Canvas, Carey Price. Not because I'm collecting the canvases, but I needed this one for my Price PC. And I like the picture on the back. Andrew actually pointed that out to me. Carey Price getting pied in the face. And we also have Logan Morrison, Brian Helonen, Patrick Gillies, maybe it's Giles, I don't know, Cameron Butler, and finally got my 2021 Series 2 Dylan Cousins. So now I'm just missing 3 Young Guns to have a complete Young Gun set from 2020-21. I am now just missing Jake Ottinger, Alexis Lafreniere, and I forget the third one. Anyway, I'm not going to rack my brain over it. So that's everything I got from my good buddy Andrew. Andrew, if you're watching this, once again, thank you. All right, next, we got 3 simple cards from the one and only The Card Closet. Yes. Now, I discovered these cards on his trading card database profile when we were doing that massive deal and where I acquired 2,500 cards from him. The box is still sitting on my brother's bed behind me. I will find the time to finally crack into that monster. But till then, it's here, so don't worry. And I was looking through his non-sports stuff, and I discovered they're not actually cards, they're stickers, and after taking them out, I never realized how actually, thin they are. But I love oddball non-sports stuff. And I think these are done by Fleer. All I know is they're from 1974, and they're cars, cool cars. And so he had 6, but he messaged me and he said of the 6, 3 of them are really not in great shape. And then he sent me some pictures, so I was like, okay, I'll take these 3 instead. So I got this Ronald McDonald buggy. I got this Alla milk truck. You know, I love hot rods and everything, so this is right up my alley. And then we got the Romp TV police car. So those I got from the Card Closet. And because of getting those, I decided to see if anyone else on Trading Card Database had any more of those. I got lucky because in this stack of cards, there's a lot more of those car cards. And we'll get to them in just a sec. But there's also some other stuff in here too. So this is a mix of everything. So we're going to start off with some hockey. Specifically 74-75 tops. So we start with one Mr. Jim Rutherford. You may know him as the GM, or is it president of the Carolina Hurricanes. Well, at one time, he was a goalie for the Detroit Red Wings. Next, we got... Now, I believe his nickname was mental case. Don't quote me on that. We have Mr. Steve Durbano. And then following him, we got J. Bob Kelly, a.k.a. I believe his nickname was Gunship. What a nickname. So there we go. Couple of Pittsburgh tough guys. And then to put a seal on that, we got Seal. Funny. From the Carolina, or is it California? California Golden Seals. We have one Mr. Gilles Meloche. So that's that. One new card to the 94 Flair Marvel set, and it is the original Ghost Rider. And then we got a bunch from the 95 Flair Marvel Annual set. So we got Captain America, Baron Zemo, Thor, Thanos. That's how I feel right now. Smoke coming out of my eyes and everything. U.S. Agent. My favorite, The Punisher. And everyone's favorite skateboarding superhero, Night Thrasher. All right. And now, let's get to some more cool cars. So we got Alvin's Acorn. We got the Boogaloo TV Tub. We got a Dactari Jeep. We got a drag buggy. That looks like something Ed Big Daddy Roth would have come up with towards the end. We got the Hard Hat Hauler. I've heard of this car. Because I know Jeff Dunham, yeah, the ventriloquist. He's a big car guy, especially when it comes to crazy cars. And I think I saw that car on an episode once of him and Jay Leno. We got the Invader Roadster. Looks almost like the, is it Silhouette? No, Twin Mill from Hot Wheels. But this one has like 4? Yeah, this one has 4 engines, not 2. We got the Monster Cycle. This one's one of my favorites. The Pink Panther. I believe Mr. George Barris did this car. Got a pizza wagon. A Raiders coach. Raspberries Volkswagen Rolls. Apparently that was a very common thing to do back in the 70s. If you had a Volkswagen Bug, you put a Rolls-Royce grill on it. Kind of like how Tommy Chong has his in Up in Smoke. We got Red Fox's Little Red Wrecker. I think that was also a Barris, or yeah, I think that was Barris, not Roth. Got a Rickshaw Buggy. Sand Dragon. Sex Machine. Tasty Big T, and literally it's a giant T. And some of them are odd. Got the car from TV's Bearcats. Literally a car called Twin Bathtubs, or Bathtub. I've seen pictures of this car. The Vox Mobile Music Machine. And then finally we got the ZZR Spy Rod. There's a couple more I'm missing. And yes, one of them is the original Batmobile from the 66 TV show. But I do have it coming. I have it in a sale, so I'm looking forward to that. And I will be keeping my eye open for the rest that I'm still missing. And finally, we end things, as I said, on a card from eBay that is on my top 10 list for this year. It is a PSA, excuse me, need some water. Okay, it is a PSA 5, and it is from the 1962 top set. So right away, some of you are probably guessing, 62 tops. Gaylord Perry rookie, Boog Powell rookie. Nope. I mean, I have those on my want list, but it's neither of those. It is actually, in fact, card number 1 from the set, Mr. Roger Maris. Yes. I've seen some videos lately bouncing around here on YouTube of people talking about, what are some vintage cards you believe every collector should have in their collection. And I believe a 62 tops Roger Maris is one of them. Why the 62 tops Maris? Well, you look at the stats, and the 61 home runs are on there from the previous year. So I wanted something talking about that and everything. So I think this is a beauty of a card to have. And if you could find one for the right price, I snagged this in an auction, so that was pretty cool. But if you could snag one for the right price, and if graded isn't your thing, even raw, I just think everyone should at least have a 62 tops Maris in their collection, because it's pretty damn cool. So, and with that being said, folks, we come to the end of this. What I thought was going to be a short video, but is actually a pretty long video. Sorry about that. Hope you enjoyed it, even though I'm not very enthused right now. If you did enjoy it, you know the routine. Sound off in the comments below. Let me know what were some of your favorite cards shown off in the video today as well. Make sure to dip on down into the description of this video, as well as every other video that I post, because I'm always tagging a ton of awesome links down there to tons of awesome channels that I think you should be checking out if you're not already. And of course, before leaving, if you'd like to, though you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you'd like to, click that subscribe button. And if you do, make sure to click the little bell next to it so it lets you know when my videos go live. Alrighty, that's it for me. Hope you guys have a great remaining Friday. I'm going to go finish some chicken nuggets and go to bed. And hope you guys have an awesome weekend. For all the wrestling fans out there, I know I think this weekend is Clash in Paris. So looking forward to watching that. And all in all, I will see you back here on Monday, Labor Day. I'll try not to wear white. Oh no, that's after Labor Day. Anyway, I'll see you back here on Monday for either some new mail or some backlog mail. Either way, I'll see you then. So, to all of you out there watching, I say to you all, till next time, laters!